This video is on how to target your audience when advertising on Google so that we can get in relevant traffic to your website, which means that we want to have visitors that are more likely to take action and to buy from you in the end. The way that Google Ads works is that you type in a search term on Google and you will have different results showing up on the search results pages, both organic and paid ads. Google Ads is the paid results, and this will show when based on matching search terms that you have selected as well with what is typed in. So overall, that's how that works. But besides the search terms, there are other ways that you can reach your target audience, specific groups, and also exclude others. So let's say that you are targeting women only, but it could also be men typing in the same terms. Well, then your ad will only show up in front of women searching on that. So that's what I will explain to you in this, which targeting options you have in the Google Ads account. First of all, when you start advertising on Google, it's important that you do have a clearly defined target audience, that you do know your ideal client really well, because this will just help you so much in succeeding and creating successful campaigns. Advertising on Google is not about reaching as broad as audience as possible. It's actually about narrowing down in a way that it's more relevant, the traffic that you get in, and that you get as many conversions as possible in that traffic, because you do pay for each click. It's PPC advertising, meaning pay per click advertising. So to get more out of your budget, you need to have a good targeting. All right, so the options, the three main options that you have in the Google Ads account is on demographics, it's on location, and it's on language. Demographics is the gender, so you can target men and women. It can be one or the other, it can be both. It's important to use this if you know that it's specifically one gender that is in your target group, not the other. So sometimes you will just have it open for both. In that you also have the age group. The age group is like on intervals of 9-10 years. So for example, it starts from 18. So it will be from 18 to 24, from 25 to 34, from 35 to 44, and so on, until 65 plus. So also use this if you know that you want to reach more students, for example. Well, then include the younger age groups. If you know that your service or offer is not for seniors, well, then exclude that. It's really up to you to include what is more relevant. And you can also always start with, if you're unsure, to include a bit more, and then later on you see, well, I don't get so many sales maybe from this age group, or that you redefine some things about your offers, and then you change that. And the third one is location. So this one is really important, and there are different options under location. It can actually both be an entire country. It can be by state, by zip code, by radius around a certain geographic area. So you can choose to target an entire country, but very rarely you need to try to target the whole world or as many countries as possible. And I'm saying this because it could be that you wanted to include the United States, Australia, and the UK. It's English-speaking countries, and if you work online. But unless your budget is very high, let's say it's 20,000 grand or it's $1 million per month, your ads are not gonna show up in every location anyways, in every state, in every city, and so on. So it depends on the budget that you have as well, because it's better to concentrate this in a location where you know that your target audience is, or where you know that you are making sales. So my recommendation is that you start with that. If you know that you do have clients, could also be, well, in the same time zone as you. Again, this depends on your service, but let's say that this could make a difference. Well, then start with Australia, let's say. And then either as you expand your business or as you actually increase your budget and you want to scale, well, then you can include more markets after that. And then otherwise, when it comes to states, well, it's because you might know that most of your sales, they come from 5 different states in the US and not 50. Because it's very large, depending on the country size as well, but some is very large and it's not needed. So you can select the most popular ones or the more to begin with. And when it comes to zip codes or city, for example, this is relevant if you have a local business. You know, if it's a physical shop, it's a beauty salon, it's a sports center, or where you book appointments, where people look for this service in their local area, then it's important to turn this on. The third one is about the language, and it's because you can target the language that your audience speaks. Google will know based on your browsing history and everything which language you understand. So it's relevant, especially in countries that speak different languages. For example, Canada, Switzerland, Belgium. To not show your ads in front of everyone where they wouldn't even understand, or it wouldn't make sense when they land on the website in a different language. But it could also be relevant in Florida, California, with a large Hispanic community, that you include if it's either Spanish only or English only. And if you do target 2 different languages, like you have your website translated in the 2 languages as well, you want to reach both audiences, then you should create 2 separate campaigns for that. Also because the ads will be different, and this language setting is made on campaign level. Apart from these 3 settings that are the main ones, you have the option of setting an ad schedule, which means that you can select which days of the week or hours of the day that you want your ads to show. Sometimes I don't start by adding an ad schedule. It can be relevant to have your ads running 7 days a week. But if you know that you have, for example, certain opening hours and you need to get in calls, you only want to show your ads at the same time that people can book an appointment or call your business, then you would have them running, let's say, from 9 in the morning to 6 in the evening. So these were the main targeting options that you have on the Google Ads account, besides the search terms that you select, so that you can narrow down your targeting and get in more relevant traffic.